Hey guys, my name is Mark Humphreys and I'm just a dude following Jesus. And this morning I was reading in Job, and Job is a very powerful book in the Bible, and I just started reading it. There's a lot of meat in the middle that is kind of like hard to understand, like why it's there, and try and like extract something from it. But I'm going to talk about Job 1 because that is like where the heart of the story really is, and like the heart of Job and why God does this to Job. So basically, Job is living in God's blessing, right? And the devil like presents himself to the Lord and says you know, the only reason why Job is, you know, being such a righteous man is because you put a hedge of blessing around him. And so God's essentially like, okay, well, let's take it off and like see what Job does, right? And so the act of taking away that blessing is kind of what I want to get at today. Basically, all of his children, or a lot of his children, were drinking in the eldest brother's house, and it collapses and kills them all. And there's only one witness and servant that was able to escape and had to report that to Job, along with like all of his oxen being gone, all of his donkeys, all of his camels, like pretty much everything that Job had as a part of God's blessing was taken from him. And not just like over time, but this was like all at once. Like every servant came in like one right after another all at once and told Job of all this bad news. And this is what he said in Job 1:21. He said, "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will depart. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised." And when you put yourself in that position, like as you read Job 1, you're like, how in the world does someone come from that much, like that many terrible things happening all at once to your life, basically disintegrating in front of you, and have a heart of praise for the Lord? And so that was Job's heart, right? Like he just turned around and gave praise to God. And that's what I kind of wanted to like elaborate on today, is like, how am I going to change my heart and be so in tune with God that like no matter what happens in my life, I'm always praising him? You know, I would be asking, like right now, I'd be asking like, God, why? Like, why are you doing this to me? Like, what did I do to deserve this? And Job later on goes to like explain that, of like all of his, you know, anguish and all of his thoughts around like why God is doing this to him through like all the other chapters. But having that heart of like praise for God always, no matter what, is really, really powerful. And I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys today. So I hope you got something from this video, and I hope you comment below your thoughts and maybe other scriptures that help encourage this heart of praise always. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.